Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be ranking every single brand new Wild West card from today's drop from worst to best, talking about which ones are worth using, which ones you should probably stay away from. I will probably wind up complaining in this video, I'm sure, as well as I have in many of these videos about 2K, so I apologize in advance if that happens. But before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 20,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Tons of consistent daily MyTEAM content, trying to hit 20K by the end of the month of February, which is only a few days away, but we're less than 250 subs from that point. So I think it's doable. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. And let's start off with the number 16, the worst. And I believe it is Jose Alvarado. I do believe he is the worst of all of the cards that came out today. This card sucks. He is a 6-foot point guard who can't dunk the ball. That is really small, can't dunk. His only Hall of Fame badges are not good Hoffs. I mean, well, glove interceptor I sticker for good Hoffs. I'm sorry, but not impactful enough Hall of Fame badges. An inability to dunk at that size is pretty much an automatic no-go no matter what, but not to mention his releases on slow, so that's pretty cool as well. That card is horrific. Never ever should use that card. Vlade Divac, also terrible. 67 speed at center, that is horribly slow. I don't really need to go into how many badges he is missing and all the other flaws of the card, but trust me, he's really bad as well, so both of those cards are terrible. Terry Cummings is also pretty mediocre. Statistically, he's not as bad as the others, but he's still missing a lot of important badges, especially as a shooter and as a playmaker. His defense is mediocre, and 67 steal, 55 block is pretty terrible. He's got some good stuff. He's athletic. He's an okay-ish shooter, but release is also not amazing, and overall, he's just a pretty mediocre option as well. At the number 13 spot, this is going to surprise some people, but I think this Michael Finley is pretty bad. Defensively, he's very mediocre. Offensively, he has very good badges as a shooter, and his finishing and playmaking is okay. But yes, pro dribble style is pretty good. Basic fade is decent, but his release is really not very good, and he's a shooting guard with a bad release. Maybe I'm a little too low on this card. I just don't think he's all that good. I don't think he does very much on the court rel, and I think these cards in front of him are honestly better than him at this point. This might be a little low on him, but not by a lot. It doesn't feel like to me. Maybe I should have put him over this Marcus Camby. I like the value of this Camby defensively and as a dunker, though. Super athletic, fast center, who also could dunk the ball very well. I understand his release is not good, and it's not. But even with a bad release, I think his versatility has an athletic, really good dunking 4 or 5 who can still stretch the floor. Gives him more valuability to me than a guy like Finley at an oversaturated position like shooting guard, which, to be fair, the 4 has a lot of good cards as well. But I just think, I don't know. The worst release bothers me less at the 4. I think he's a little bit better, so I would put him there. At the number 11 spot, I'm going to go with Leonard Miller, the final Amethyst. Actually, by far the best of the Amethysts. Pretty good. Athletic card. Good defender, has good shooting badges, doesn't have Limitless, but he can get it if you want. Playmaking badges are very solid, does need Bailout Dimer, but okay. Defensively, he's very good. He can guard on the interior and the perimeter pretty well. Pretty complete defensive stats and badges, good speed, has a really nice release as well, and a good fade. There's a lot to like about this Leonard Miller. Really good release, complete statistically, big 6'10" small forward as well. He's a really good budget card. Definitely, honestly, could have been higher than this. At number 10, I'm going with Baron Davis. Baron Davis is 6'3" at PG with a normal release timing still. Not a bad release. I like Dame's jump shot, but on normal, I don't love that. Pro dribble style is very good, but the rest of his SIGs are pretty mediocre. He's a great slasher. He's very complete stat and badge-wise, no doubt, and he is a capable defender, but he's still a small point guard with a release on normal. Not ideal, and also doesn't have amazing animations, but he does at least crack the top 10. Number 9 is going to be Gordon Hayward. I also think, I mean, he's good, but he's just not great. He's at a very complete position at shooting guard. So yes, he's got very complete badges. He's a super solid defender, pretty good playmaker, although he does need speed booster added 100%. Needs some more defense added as well, and his release is good, but yet still on normal. I mean, it's a solid release, but not incredible. Pro dribble style is nice, but the rest of his SIGs aren't special. He's not an elite, incredible next level defender or slasher. I mean, he's a very good all-around card. Not a bad option at all. He's just not incredible. You know what I mean? So number 9 is fair. Good option. Just doesn't jump off the page of you. Number 8 is going to be this Marcus Smart. I like this card. I think he defends really well. He's obviously a great slasher. Or not a great slasher, but he is a pretty good slasher. Off bulldozer, gold precision dunker, posterizer, Hoff fast twitch, 90 driving dunk. Obviously a great defender. Hoff anchor, challenger, clamps, glove, post lockdown, all that type of stuff. Also right stick ripper and 94 feet. Really good card. I like him a lot. I think he does a ton of things very, very well. I did not mean to hit that. Let's close that up. But his shooting is also nice. I mean, he needs some shooting badges added, but if you were to add those, I like the release a lot. I like his behind the back. I like the John Wall drag back. Overall, he does a lot of things well. I think he's really good. Great defensive point guard. Very athletic, very nice release, good movement. Overall, really, really good card. Number 7, LaMarcus Aldridge. Great stretch big, has great defensive badges as well, and he defends. I mean, he slashes pretty well. I know 80 standing and driving dunk isn't incredible, but with a bunch of Hall of Fame finishing badges, he's really going to finish better than the 80 would say. Good speed, not the greatest playmaker, but high enough ball handle to burst. Really the only important area that he's missing a lot of badges is playmaking, although it would be nice to add clamps and maybe a couple other perimeter defensive badges as well if you could. The release, even on normal, is pretty good for a big. So overall, I think he's a super solid big, and I think he's a pretty good card. Number 6, we get into the opals and the money, the ones that you can only buy with money, starting with just Jalen Green. Honestly, he's pretty mediocre. I might even have him a little high here. Stat and badge-wise, he is extraordinary, especially on the offensive end of the court, and his release is on quick. D-book dribble style is great. I will say outside of the D-book dribble style, the rest of his SIGs aren't incredible, but D-book dribble style with a Pro 2 fade and a release on quick is still really nice. He's a great point guard option for sure. But I will say if I were to spend money on the game and the opal that I got was Jalen Green, I would be really, really disappointed. At the number 5 spot, gonna go Rashard Lewis. Really good opal card. He's got great all-around stats and badges. I know the defense could use a little bit of work, but he is 6'10". Really not missing much badge-wise at all. Brick wall, and I guess a move 1 94 feet, fast feet. So it's some defensive stuff that could be nice. But he's got good speed, great shooter. He's 6'10", great dunker, really good defender. Has the tray fade and the tray escape. This card's awesome. I don't love the release, I will say, even on quick, like love it. It's not next level great, but he's a great card. I just don't think... Again, gambling sucks. The fact that the best cards are all gate kept behind gambling is terrible. Number 4, Sean Marion. Another amazing card. Really great defender. Maybe the best small forward in the game. Probably the best small forward in the game. Amazing card. He is a top tier option. His release is on very quick, and even though it's not pretty, it's now very quick and very smooth. Not hard to green at all. Moves well. Tray escape, MJ dribble style, Pro 2 fade. He's a dog. He defends incredibly well. He's a great rebounder, great slasher. Awesome card. Again, fully gate kept. Number 3, Galaxy Opal David Robinson. The best, in my opinion, non-100 overall big man in the game. A 7'1" center, 7'5" wingspan, can play power forward or center at an incredibly high level. Really comes with every important badge anyway, I think, complete. Like, he has everything important that you would possibly want on a card out of a big. He's already actually a pretty capable playmaker as well. Obviously an elite level slasher, elite level dunker, really great shooter with Hoff limitless catch and corner. Releases on quick. Defensively, he's incredibly good and incredibly versatile. Also really switchable. Pro dribble style is a huge plus. Gives him a nice little go-to dribble move as well. And overall, he's unbelievably good. He's the best big in the game, but he's also gate kept behind packs only. There you go. Number 2, Kobe Bryant. I cannot believe 2K had the audacity to put Kobe Bryant behind packs only. That specifically is the part that pisses me off the most. This card is extraordinary. He is a better version of the Pink Diamond. Basically, honestly, in a lot of ways, the same card as the Pink Diamond. Better stats, better badges, but they're going to play pretty much the same. The release is on very quick instead of quick. That is a change, but I don't think it's a massive one, and it's the only animation change. He was already one of the very best cards in the game as a Pink Diamond. My Pink Diamond Kobe is still my starting shooting guard and still will be for a while in all likelihood. Lots of people like me have a ton of extra Hall of Fame badges on their Kobe as well. As great as this Galaxy Opal Kobe is, he's not that much better than the Pink Diamond, as good as that Pink Diamond is. So again, not really worth it. It's such a shame that he's pack only, though. The best card from today's drop, yes, is 100 Overall Shaq, but I don't even really want to talk about this card that much because I don't care. At some point, I will hopefully find an account. I haven't as of yet, but at some point, I will hopefully find an account with Shaq and be able to do a gameplay with him sometime in the next couple of days. And that is when I will talk about Shaq. But outside of that, I'm pretty much going to pretend the card doesn't exist. Yes, he's got invincible stats. Yes, he's basically got invincible badges. He's missing a couple things here and there. Agent 3, slippery off ball break starter. If you were to get lucky enough to pull this card, you'd want to add that. He has his own release on very quick, which kind of limits him a little bit. Kyrie dribble style is great. SIGs outside of that look pretty good as well. Steph's behind the back means he has the Curry slide, and Steph's drag back is amazing. Pro 2 fade is elite. Really, the only flaw is that the release is bad. Even on very quick, I think Shaq's jump shot's pretty bad. But at the same time, he and Kareem are the 2 best cards in the game, and it's still not particularly close. I cannot stand the fact that 100 overalls got added into my my team, though. I think it's so garbage. Not a fan at all. At the same time, Shaq is going to be very good, and he's a card that I am to a certain extent, I will admit. I mean, I would be a lot more excited about this card if he was somehow attainable without gambling. I'd be a lot more excited about a lot of these cards if they were attainable without gambling. Regardless, that is going to do it for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.